Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. See if people come in. I'll just start while I wait. Oh, don't move. Yep. Line her back up. There we go. Hello, 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 hello. I don't know how well the square ones are gonna look, but we'll do one and then I'll determine if I'm gonna stick with squares. Hi, Sabrina. How are you today or this evening? Just getting ready for tomorrow. Yep, I will be thinking of you in tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to try to make the background to my second set of cards with squares, but I don't know how well the squares are going to look. So I'm only going to do one. And it keeps moving on me. So we'll see how it looks. If they don't look right, I may do all in circles. And if people are wondering who's sitting here watching, well, what did she talk about? Okay. Here's the first set of cards I did. They're pretty much all the same, except, I colored this in and I colored the inside of this in. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that with them all. But then I did this one, I just kind of outlined it and then left it like that in the side. But they're all, he's floating from the cloud. So now I have with the birthday little cake guy. Your mom doesn't want you to do it. Why? Because of the experience you're having now with this leg. Or your first one? I don't understand. What I don't understand about this is why they're not more concerned that you're still in pain after this long. See, there ain't going to be as many colors in the square one. So I don't know how the square is going to look once I cut it. What's Jamie say? Oops, there. Oh, that's all you did? Yeah, then yeah, you were hurting. Did I miss any? No, okay. All right. Hi, Cheryl's Crafty World.com. The real store. Right. Where's the, oh, I was like, where is my pencil? My pencil's right here. How you doing, Cheryl? Charlene, Cheryl. I always do that. I know. I know. I think it was yesterday or was it today? It's your mom. Oh, it's rough. Well, I guess the squares don't look too bad. That looks so kind of cool. Happy birthday up here. That looks all right. Okay. All right. I'm sad, but one day at a time. Yesterday's service was beautiful. That's good. I mean, that the service was beautiful. So I have 2 circles left over, and I made 2. And let's see. I feel that was good. That the service was good. That don't sound. Okay. I never know what to say to people when you lose a loved one, except I feel your pain. I'm sorry for your loss. That it's so hard. Oh, don't start sneezing now. Okay. Oh my lord. Thank you. Oh, now my eyes are watering. Okay. Dang it. I'm gonna mute for a quick second. Mr.com says what? Genocide? What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna say it. What is that? Okay. Mm. Okay. I was just gonna Google that. Thank you, Mr. Bob. Oh, Gesundheit. That's what my grandpa used to say. Gesundheit. Gesundheit. Got it. Now that I paid more attention, my eyes aren't watering. I can read better. Gesundheit. Old school words now. It's like I was talking to Diamond about generation words. Okay. And it may be a touchy subject, and I'm going to apologize. But Diamond's friend, Chelsea, who is an African-American young woman, nice as peas in a pod. I love Chelsea. And I don't know how we got on the subject. And I went, colored folks. And she ripped me a new one. Just ripped me. She said to me that was a racial term. And I'm like, how is that a racial term? She goes, no, Tina, we're African Americans. And I said, Chelsea, I said, I didn't mean it as a racial term. I never was brought up as that as a racial term. Okay. I said, when I was growing up with a grandfather who was already in his elderly years, he referred to, okay, African Americans as colored folks. Okay. I said, and when I was growing up, we just called you black people. And now, and somewhere along the line, it changed to African Americans. So I said to her, how am I supposed to keep it straight? And she goes, I don't get it. I said, every generation, somewhere along the line, it changes the phrase. I said, I can remember when I would fill out an application, it'd say white, black, native, or white, black, Indian. Now you look at an application, it says African American, Caucasian, Native American, blah, blah, blah. I said, so it changes. You can't fault a person for how they grew up with a description of a person. I said, my grandfather, he didn't know no better, and that's who I was raised by. She's like, she understood where I was coming from, but she goes, don't ever say it again. And I'm like, okay. I won't, I was like, I said, just like a perfect example, like I said, Chelsea, natives were known as Redskins. Now they're Native Americans. She's like, that's when she kind of went, oh. I'm like, exactly. Hello. She says, so I said, I did not use it that in a racial term, like you're claiming I'm using that word in a racial term, and I was not using it in a racial, you know. And it was just, sometimes I think that I try to, the new generation has, my daughter's generation, you know, between, I mean, my daughter's 29 and my son is 25, or 25. I said, they got this. Yeah, exactly. And I was not using it, the intent in a bad manner. Because I told her I don't judge, because this is what I was saying. I said, I don't judge any black man or colored folks or so-and-so on their color. I judge them by their character. And then I got ripped about that. I was like, what? She goes, and I'm like, that's racist and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I said, because I get to know the person, and if I like the person, then I decide if I want to be friends with that person. I said, that ain't about their skin color. That's about their character. I said, I know there's a lot of white people I know that I don't like either. I said to Scott, there's no, and I noticed this with my own daughter, that you can't have, I guess, as an opinion. If you don't agree with them, you're wrong, and that's the way it is. That makes sense? And I told Jesse, I cannot walk in another race's shoes, and neither can you. So, but I just realized I put green all the way across the same line, and I didn't want to do that, but oh well. And I said in generation gaps too, you have to take in consideration the generations. She's like, what do you mean? My generation, my grandfather's generation, my mother's generation, your future children's generation, all is going to be different. It's never going to be the same. Never. Oh, she goes, I can't believe that. I'm like, you know what? I can't. It's not that I can't wait, but you, for her to realize what I said is true. I said I used the word gay. Yep. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, when you see the word gay, what do you think? Men and women. I said, yeah, in my grandfather's generation, when you said gay, it meant happy. I said, so people change words to fit their own meaning. Even if you look it up in a dictionary and it says one thing, people change it to mean another. Oh, I think this was one that I found at Goodwill. It's pretty. I've had it for a couple years. Hi, Steph. Yeah, today's kids or young adults, as I call them, our trip, their trip. Yeah. Yeah. Like I was telling Diamond, Kim, Chelsea, you can't blame one person's actions for a whole. Chelsea's like, well, you go through Walmart. You get stopped at the door when you're going out. I'm like, yeah. Matter of fact, it was fun. It's kind of funny because Diamond giggled. Chelsea's like, Diamond, that's not funny. She goes, it is if you find out that it just happened to my mother yesterday. Which was using an example at Walmart. She got stopped going out the door. And just by chance, I got stopped going out the door the day before. And I said to Chelsea, right away you thought because you were black that happened. Yeah, she said I did. So then why did they stop me? She goes, why did you stop? They stopped you. I said, I have no clue. I just showed them my damn receipt and I went out the door. I get where you're coming from. I said, but sometimes I said, you have to look at the individual, not the whole lot. You're blaming a whole race for maybe that one person's actions. I said, you want us to have an open mind, right? She's like, yeah, I do. I said, then you need to have one too. And Chelsea's mom's white. So her mom stops over. Chelsea lives 40 minutes away. We're all having dinner. And we have this whole conversation with our daughters. And Chelsea's mom says, you have to have an open mind, Chelsea. You can't close your mind off to it. Tina's right. You can't blame one particular for entirely actions. That's the case. I guess you can't talk to me, and I'm your mother. And it was an educational for all of us. It was an interesting conversation. The thought process of the young, I tell you. I guess because I was raised to look into the future, not the present. Make sure you look in what tomorrow's going to bring or the next day is going to bring. They're looking at the moment. I realized that was my own daughter. Because I told them, and I'd be worried about, because my grandkids are mixed race. They're native mixed race. And I told them, and I would look into the long picture. I want to worry about today because you can't change today. You got to look into the future. That's where. All right, on to another subject. But I feel for, see, I feel, not that I feel sorry for Chelsea. I feel for Chelsea, okay? Her husband's white. He comes from a Catholic family. And she had, I mean, I feel sorry for her because she married the lover, her high school sweetheart, the love of her life. And the mother-in-law, let's see, they've been married 4 years, still won't accept Chelsea and still treats her like an outsider. And now the mother-in-law's losing her mind because her son decided to, as she put it to Chelsea, she overheard Matt's mom say to him, I figured this was a phase in a couple of years. Yep, I know your husband's white. That's what I told us. Yeah. The mother-in-law told her son that he thought this relationship with Chelsea and the marriage would be ended by now, that it was a phase. Get it over with now, before the baby's born. She wanted him to end his marriage before anybody knew about this baby. A baby they planned for it. Isn't that terrible? Hi, Vanessa. That's why she was up here. And I'm like, oh my God. I told her, you want me to go kick her ass? Because I was like, oh my God. Chelsea's like, she's never going to accept me as her daughter-in-law, and probably not this child. And I told Chelsea, I said, then it's her loss, and I think you need to have a really heart-to-heart discussion with your husband. I said, and then my question, I said to Chelsea, 20 years, in the first 7, I was called a gold digger from the hood. Oh my God. So people are like, oh, she finally found. I'm not saying, I don't know if you've been married before. See, Cheryl finally found a good man and happiness. Good for her. Yeah, crazy. So she said Matt didn't say anything. And I'm like, what? That's why, because she called Diamond. Where are you? Diamond goes, I'm at my mother's. Okay, I'm coming over. Diamond's like, I don't know what's up with Chelsea. And as she showed up, and I'm like, oh my God. I'd have kicked his ass. Okay. I would have kicked my husband's ass. You're a married man now. There comes a time where you have to tell your mother that, hey, this is my wife. I married her. I love her. And this is how it is. Yep. Just like I don't know what to do. We told her to go home and have a heart-to-heart with her husband and tell her husband that he needs to cut the umbilical cord a little bit. I said to Chelsea, I said, you know what? It's you and Matt in your little square. Okay? Yeah, you have your mother-in-law, your mother, your sibling, your husband's siblings. But at the end of the day, it's just you and Matt in that little square. Those outside forces or opinions do not reflect what's between you and Matt. She has no say how your marriage is or what her son should do. And if he doesn't man up, what are people going to say at church? I'm like, oh my God, because you're having a baby? Yep. I just thought this was a phase. I said, well, this is a long phase. You've been going out since 8th grade. That's not a phase. That's love. Well, she laughed when I said, you want me to go kick her ass? I'll go kick her ass for you. You don't, it's just, So, so celebrating the fact you're going to be a grandchild or you're going to be a grandparent, you're already making that child's life. And it's your first grandchild on top of it. I don't understand. Yep. All right. Okay. So, cut this one out. Oh, righty. I am. So I couldn't make up my mind which one and how I wanted them to color. That's why I made so many, because then I'll choose 2, and then I'll package a few up and probably have them in my sale. If anybody, I know some people like buying my cards, so. Alrighty, ready. And then I have all this to work and do something with down the road. Alright, looks good. So I kind of did different colors on, so there's a mixture. Got some circles I'm going to use because I figured I had them made anyways. So 2 of the dragons are going to be circles. Put that over there. That over there. Put this over here. And I got to go pick paper for the card base. So let's see. Let's see if I can find green again. My green, I ripped my green second one. So do a lime green. I'll do a, come on. This green. I need, oh, here we go. Oh, no, I'm out of, don't keep it. I gotta pick me up some dark purple. You can tell my grandchildren like purple. This one, here we go. Purple. That's 2, 4, 6. Yep, there we go. Here's the color of the cards. Oh, I'm lucky I found like purple. Okay. I cheat. I'm a cheater, guys. I'm a cheater. Oh. Okay. Why is that good? Green's a little longer for some reason. I should say the greens are totally even. The purple is not. Oh well. Oh. Okay. That's not treating it smart. I know. Yeah, that's true, Sabrina. Oh, very true. You would think after all the years that I've done cards that I instantly know in my head what says the card base is, and I never remember. Never remember. I don't know why. Every time I have to rethink it. Okay. Night, Cheryl. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Did I rip the green? Yep. All right. I'm going to get something else instead of using this. Bear with me a second. Oh, to go to and yeah, that's sweet. Place instead. Okay. I make simple. These are simple cards. I've done some real fancy cards, but these are simple. They're the simple cards. So we're at 6 bases, and we're good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Threw in a look at an extra pink one. But I ripped the green one. Now I need right under here these 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I just need 1 piece of paper to do this. Make sure that's clean. I got too much stuff on my desk here. All right. Add it back in the pile. This behind me in my little white pile. There we go. All right. Everything's touched up. Now it's about building the card. Okay. We got the inside. We have the card bases. So we have the images. We have the layer. Now, put that there, grab the card. Oh, hang on, I gotta select this. Okay. Now, I think, oh, like that. This is where these come in handy. So Did I just hit anything? Am I still? You guys can still hear me, right? I'm still live. Okay. Okay. Happy birthday! Okay. 3 in blue. I wasn't done prepping. I'm sorry. Forgot the happy birthday. Sometimes I just grab my scissors. Much easier. There we go. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking. Scary thought, hey? If you can't make fun of yourself, don't make fun of others. Philosophy of the day. There we go. There we go. Now back to what I was starting. Before I realized, oh, I forgot to do the happy birthday. Okay. I'll go like that. And what I'm thinking is I'm like, right now, that's a little pink dragon. So he'd look cute for a little girl, or a child. That I am going to take my messed up green I have here that I ripped, and I got 2 of them somewhere on this desk. Green, I did it, and I'm just going to, let's go an inch. 1, 2, get off there, so I can see. 3. If we can get 1 more out of there. was ripped. So, all right. So, hello, hello, hello. We are going to the card base over there, so I don't lose it. I'm going to put that like there. I'm going to put it like there. And I'm going to. Okay, we're going to my glue. We need my glue, my glue, my glue, my glue, my glue. My little rusty pokey tool. Oh man, I gotta take this off. Okay, no big a deal. Let's pick. Let's see, pink, 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 pink. Oh no, I want pink. I want a blue. I want my blue, blue, blue right here. Okay. So I usually just go on the edge around it. Alright. We're gonna stick that one there. So I know that's the one I want. And I'm gonna grab the other two right away. So I don't forget. I'm gonna trim this one just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Now, so I forget, on this edge, I do the same thing. There we go. Now, back to what I was doing. Hi, Martha. Oh, come on. It's straight. Okay. Not too bad of a banner. I think I'll go change them to, and I could get a diode to do these, make these little banners. I could, should, how, All right, that one. It's the outside. We'll do all the outside first, and then I'll go to the inside. The one thing I want to change is the size of these. Oops, sorry. See, I had them at 1 inch. I'm gonna go. I have my ruler here. Oh, nah, I guess that don't look too bad actually. Now that I think about it. So I'm gonna take these. Trim this just a smidgen. Another trim just a smidgen. Gotta grab the pink. Pink, 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 pink. Nice. I know I have 2 colors I had to throw out when I've been doing this. Might have to buy me some new markers. They were both blue. So I'm going to see if I can find a thing where I can just buy blue markers. Just a set like 5 blue markers. Just, because I'm going to cut right there. And I'm going to go tip in. Tip in. Ooh, I have scissors here. There we go. That looks cool. All right. We're making them right away, so I don't have to do them later. I don't know. See if I can get away with using. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I messed up on this one, but it works. It'll work, it'll work. The hubs is working. So remember the day that I had that headache and I said and I just thought I was gonna sleep and I fell asleep and decent sleep and I'm like I slept in late. So my husband got his butt in trouble today. It was funny, not too much trouble. So I always go over the bank account and make sure everything's cleared out. So before he gets home from work, and I said, he's like, and I'm like, he's like, what? I said, going out on me, are you? And he's like, what are you talking about? Going to one of my favorite restaurants without me. And he starts giggling because he left me sleeping because he knew I didn't sleep with that headache. And he went and had breakfast at our favorite restaurant. Of course, it shows up in the chicken. I'm like, man, you don't. I said, Scott. He goes, what? I said, you don't know how to play the game. He goes, no, I play an honest game. I wasn't hiding it from you. I'm like, well, you didn't tell me either. He goes, well, you got up. I was going to work. And I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, he went to our favorite one of my favorite restaurants and had breakfast without me. And I'm like, Scott, that morning, I said, oh, I messed this one up. I said, I think it's hilarious, actually. I thought it was funny. They asked me where you were, too. He goes, where's the wife? And he said, she's not feeling well. She's having a headaches and didn't sleep very well. She's out like a light. Well, I'm on this day where missed me and wondering. I said, you didn't bring me French toast home, I said. Or pancakes. Could have ate them for lunch, dinner. I think the next time I'll cut out banners with my die. Boom. So I think I'm making it too long. Snip that. Boom. There we go. Got them done. All right. So them are done and prep. Ready. Okay. Second guard. Put me down. Like I said, they're very simple, easy cards. Step. Okay. Step. Step by step, baby. So I did 3 in blue. So let's do that one. That. Grab my blue. So now I'm thinking ahead here, guys. Step by step, baby. Did you really? Oh wow. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check that out.